Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is Nico and you're watching Dare to Game. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and we're doing something we haven't done in a while, which is an armor guide. Thanks to this guy right here whose comment I'll put right up here on the screen, and several others that he's put on in the past, we are going to be doing Combat Master Vanyek. This is a guy, I've had him on my list for a while that I wanted to do an armor guide for, but it's kind of a pain in the ass since you can only see him at 2 points in the game, one way at the beginning and one near the end, and you can't kill him or knock him out, so you gotta just look at him and figure out what he's wearing. But I've done it now, so enjoy. So let's just jump right into it with weapons. So as you can see for weapons here, he only has, well, one that you can see for sure, and it's the needle short sword. You can tell it's got the little cross thing up here and the little gold bands on the scabbard. So that's the sword that he uses. Not a great sword, but also not the worst one in the game. And I think we can assume he has a dagger since he's a combat master. But let's move on to clothing. So for clothing, this is the stuff he wears. On the pants, I'm assuming, just since you can't see him at all. But I know the rest of the stuff he wears. The Dark Saxon Gamson, the patched hose. Well, I'm also assuming on the necklace, ring, and spurs. I just figured plain riding spurs, silver neck chain, and silver ring, keep it real basic. And then the quiet dark shoes. So that's his base level, or base layer of clothing. Then added on top of that, we have some armor. So for the next layer, I'm guessing with these black brigandine pauldrons, you can't see him because he wears a hood, which I'll put on after I show you this, but assuming from the fact that he's supposed to be a combat master and you can't see anything further down, I would assume that this is what he's wearing up there, especially considering we know he's wearing the Milanese brigandine, and they match quite nicely. So you have the Milanese brigandine, the black brigandine pauldrons, he is wearing padded chausses, and he's wearing some special chausses that you don't see very often in the game, called light brigandine chausses. And you can tell that he's wearing these because of the weird split design they have down here. They don't have a solid shin guard or whatever you would call this. So that's how you can tell this is the specific leg armor he's wearing. Plus, it's also how you can see that he wears padded chausses because you can see them through the chausses. So yeah. And then lastly, we add the linen hood up on top. And this is, it seems a little lighter when he's wearing it, but this is the closest thing I can find to what he wears. So by all reckoning, this is exactly what he wears. And for this specific suit of armor, as it is right now, it has a total value of 5,287.7 groschen, and a total AAR, or average armor value, rating, of 42.25. But I take a couple problems with the suit. So I'll show you what I think it should look like. So this is what I think Combat Master Vanyek should look like. Now this maintains I didn't remove a bunch of different items and make them look completely different. All I did was add things or replace one thing that should have been the other way around. So what I did was I added head armor. So I added a hound skull, the noble's mail coif, and a padded coif. And then I gave him some chainmail, which he should be wearing. You should be wearing chainmail. And then I swapped out the padded chausses for chainmail chausses. It still maintains the basic look, keeps most of the main items the same, but adds a ton of armor rating. So with this one, I didn't do the value because it's not really all that important, but this one's AAR, or average armor rating, is 84, making it literally double what it is otherwise. So you really got to go with that head armor, and chainmail is one of the most important parts of armor in a medieval setting. So this is what Combat Master Vanyek should look like. But that's all for today, so I hope you like this guide, and see you next time. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. If you did, I can assume you liked the content, and hopefully you'll subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you haven't already, check out these links I have on the screen to see me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you like my content and would like to support what I do here, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description, and a donation would be much appreciated. In any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day.